So, right from the start of the TWAB, they pretty much say that this is going to be a lot about Crucible and PvP stuff. So, unless you're a fan of a specific mode from Destiny 1 that you want to see in Destiny 2, I'd advise that you just kind of, nope out of this right now. But aside from that, the TWAB for the 12th of May. Basically, they lead off saying that we're going to be talking about the revamped Iron Banner, a new PvP map, and introduce the cosplay Cosmodrome, which is just kind of a real life thing, so don't have to worry about that. And then they also do this to us. Not even joking. I love the guy who, or I think this is Hippie. Yeah, it's Hippie. He likes to hide things in the TWABs. But basically, they start off first telling us how Iron Banner is going to be changing, where basically there's a lot of fluff to this, but they're going to try to bring this more mainstream. So it's going to generally be, what's the words? So, I'm trying to think of everything, okay. So, going into the basic startup this is going to be the transition between the seasonal events where Saladin became Brachus Forged, and then in the other thing, they're going to be disabling power level in Iron Banner, and it's going to be more like the Dawning or, Guardian games. There's going to be an event with a special limited time look and that sort of thing, Now, in addition to having Iron Banner control for the last few years, it's gotten stale, so they're bringing back Rift. Yes, that is that Destiny 1 mode that a lot of people enjoyed playing, and this time around it looks like it's going to be, pretty good. And for earning rewards, basically, Iron Banner is going to get this Shaxx and Sate 14 treatment, so you'll be able to earn Iron Engrams that you can focus for individual things, and Saladin will, of course, get a full focusing implementation, so they'll be able to convert Iron Engrams into any current Iron Banner weapons or armor, and of course, they will be adding more in future seasons, including Legacy Iron Banner gear. So if you like something from past years, it's still possible to come back in addition to whatever the new stuff is. So, to break it down simply, here's how revamped Iron Banner will work. Play matches with each match earning more towards Iron Banner rep. Win matches to earn a small bonus based on your current Iron Banner rank. Wear Iron Banner armor or just ornaments on your non-Iron Banner gear and equip Iron Banner weapons to max out your gear multiplier at 200%. Yes, you read that right. Iron Banner gear will give you a rep boost, so there actually is a purpose to wear it in, the games. 5 total pieces must be equipped, though please remember this includes Iron Banner armor and Iron Banner ornaments. Complete the daily Iron Banner challenges to tack on 100% to your challenge multiplier for the rest of the week. Yes, this does mean for each challenge. And you can use Iron Banner emblem for an additional 10% emblem multiplier. All modifiers will be listed on the long screen seen below. They give us an example here where we see the two sort of games and new Rift details. But then we see right here, it tells us challenge completed, 0 out of 5, Iron Banner gear equipped, 0 out of 5, and then Iron Banner emblem equipped, 1 of 1. So there actually is going to be boosters based on that, and they tell us exactly how much rep gains we're going to have. So, moving forward as well, daily challenges. For the first 4 days of each Iron Banner week, Guardians will unlock a new daily challenge. These challenges unlock each day, whether you complete them or not. So if you log on Friday, you can do all of them in succession if you wanted to. With rewards, will also stack reputation bonuses for the remainder of the week alongside a Pinnacle Iron Engram. These weekly bounties are typically award pinnacles and have been depreciated or deprecated appropriately to balance out this change. Now, basically, becoming an Iron Lord, they're adding a new seal for the Iron Banner as well. That's going to, players, they say right here, players can expect around 15 to 20 hours of work to unlock this flare. Some of the more hardcore players can unlock this in 1 week if focused, but we expect most players to need a second week, maybe even a second season. Intrepid Iron Lords will be able to gild the title in Season 18, which I believe is 2 seasons from now. Now, becoming an Iron Wolf, new quest to this, basically they're getting rid of the seasonal quest, as you might have noticed, say, like with last season when they introduced Peace Bond and that other one, I think it was a Pulse? Yes, I think it was a Pulse, Forge's Pledge. They had a quest that started you off, then it had you get some sidearm kills, then it got some Pulse Rifle kills, and then just generic super and all that sort of kills. Yeah, that quest is going to be completely gone. They're getting rid of that. But as well, there will still be a intro quest for the new Iron Banner mode, and they do also stress that to access said Iron Banner mode, you will have to do the said quest. But of course, if you want to play, go ahead and do that. And as well, basically, there's going to be 2 weeks every season. At least I think this is how they're saying it is. Now, due to the increased responsibilities on Kaido's War Council, he now runs Iron Banner in the tower just twice a season, because Iron Banner will be more in line with those annual events. You'll never see Iron Banner run during annual events, so you don't have to choose Dawning and Guardian games, or, in this case, no, that was wrong. Guardian games and Iron Banner. Like this week, actually. For Season 17, next season, Iron Banner will be run during these times. Week 2 starts on May 31st, and Week 8 starts on July 12th. So there's going to be 6 weeks between the Iron Banners, and the first Iron Banner of the season will be 2 weeks in. So, there you go. They cover more on what Rift is, and basically it's an objective time game mode that can compare to soccer or rugby with guns. Basically, a spark appears in the center of the map a few seconds after a match starts or a point is scored and can be picked up by interacting it with a couple of seconds. The spark itself is a buff that allows full weapon and ability usage aside from your super, so you won't be able to super while holding, let's just call it the ball. For the first 5 seconds after picking up the spark or a few seconds after taking damage, both teams receive a waypoint for the spark holder. After that, the waypoint only remains for the spark holder's own team. Mark the spark holder for your teammate is important. If you die while carrying the spark, it drops on the ground where you died, or nearby if the spot is not navigable. If you hold on to the spark too long, it will detonate. Team resurrections are enabled in Rift, so be sure to help your teammates in the middle of a push, or if you are playing defense. There are no points for kills, just for, dunking the spark, so objective play is the key. When Rift is in Iron Banner, the hunt is on when your team has the spark. When the music intensifies, it's time to score. There are several ways to extend matches past the current time limit. Continuation at the end of regular time if the current spark holder could change the outcome of the match. Either if the game is tied or the current spark holder is down 1 point, the match continues until the current spark holder drops the spark or scores. Sudden death multi-spark. If there is a tie after time is up, the game enters a 90-second overtime where 3 sparks spawn midfield. Who would be the first to score? Chaos reigns. And they give us this nice little burning L mode right here. Okay, it's just not going to happen there. Here, let's see if it'll happen here. Yep, there we go. Burning Elmo. But aside from that, gotta scroll back down. Okay. After the sudden death timer is up, sparks stop dropping on death. Collect any sparks on the ground, and any sparks on the ground are removed. As soon as the last spark is eliminated without a score, the match ends in a tie. So, apparently they've been having fun playing this in testing, so hopefully this actually turns out good before, people ruin it from the inevitable sweatiness and cheesing that people do. They might want to nerf Eager Edge for that. They didn't say no heavy, and people are still going to be able to Eager Edge fly. But, somebody say new map. Yes, one of the largest maps yet features area made for different combat styles, particularly short, mid, and long-range combat. This is called Disjunction and is a symmetric map with a base on either end, 3 lanes with plenty of crossovers and large backfields. It takes place in the swampy pyramid area of Savathun's Throne World, so expect lots of many butted horses, transparent blown glass, and Art Deco designs. So if you don't know what symmetric means, imagine like the way Bannerfall is. Yes, there are some differences between the sides. There's a door in one place that may not be in the other. But imagine if a map was split down the middle and with a perfect mirror of it. Generally, there might be some differences, but in terms of roads, they'll probably be exactly the same. Disjunction will be available day 1 of Season 17 for all 6v6, 3v3, and free-for-all modes in the Crucible, as well as Iron Banner. So, there's some changes coming to all other Crucible modes, and basically, let's see, so it's very much more diamond and defensive control. Each waypoint has a timer that shows when points are being awarded in addition to which team currently owns it. Because there is a team efforts mode, I forgot. They're introducing back zone control to Crucible. Zone control, for anyone who might not be familiar, is a 6v6 mode like Control, only that Guardians don't get any points for kills. This is intentional because sometimes matchmaking with random players can result in a disjointed team play that can obscure objective focus. To keep all eyes on the objective, players will get points every 15 seconds for every zone that is in their control. So it is very much like dialing into a defensive area control game that will allow players to highlight various skill and abilities rather than just focusing on landing that headshot. Each waypoint has a timer that shows when points are being awarded in addition to which team currently owns it. Because it's a team effort mode, solo capping a zone takes 22.5 seconds versus a full fire team playing together, capping a zone in 7.5 seconds. Stronger together isn't just said because we like Saladin's voice actor. Capping all zones and dramatic music will intensify. Spooky. Now, like everything in the game, we're always looking for feedback, so be sure to check out the Crucible Zone, or Zone Control that will show up in Crucible Labs starting Week 5, June 21st of next season. So, in addition to what's new, there is also some tuning to old modes. Control. Team gains 1 point per participant when capturing a zone rather than 1 flat point. This is how it was in Destiny 1, so be sure to have everyone capping a point. Elimination. Time is lowered to 90 seconds to match Trial of Osiris, so basically elimination is Trial of Osiris with no flawless pool. Mayhem, points for super kills increased to 3, previously 2. The total score target has been increased by 50 and decreased time limit to 7 minutes, so there's more kills required and less time to get them. Even though super kills are worth more. Rumble increased the time limit to 10 minutes, it was 8. Showdown increased round score targets was 10 up to 15. There are a few more changes, but on to Gambit. Gambit rep is basically getting just a general increase where the base reputation gain for each match is up to 75, up from 50, and the value for each streak is up to 20 per streak, up from 15. So this generally should be a, 25% adjustment, like 25% overall rep gains, as they saw that it wasn't performing as well. Now, as well, they reworked how ritual streaks work. So if you recall, if you played Gambit Strikes long enough, you got a Gambit Strike buff, but then if you played something else or did the wrong thing, that strike will go away. They reworked how it works. It's basically 5 allocated points you can allocate anywhere you want. As an example, they play 5 Crucible matches, you have a Crucible streak of 5. You play a Gambit match, now you have a Gambit 1, Crucible 4, so it swaps out the rep. You play 2 more Gambit matches, you have Gambit 3, Crucible 2. Play 1 strike, at this point you have Gambit 1, Vanguard 1, Gambit 2, and Crucible 1. You play another strike, now you have Vanguard 2, Gambit 2, Crucible 1. So it generates a strike based on the most recent play. So if you're planning on playing a lot of Iron Banner, don't drop out and do another game. I just suggested you continue with that. If you however drop out, it's not the end of the world. You'll just be reduced 1 game until the other thing. Now, another thing they adjusted, Grandmaster Rejoin. Basically, any conquerors with bad connections, starting next season, if you get error coded out of a non-match-made Nightfall, any level, basically, or non-match-made Nightfall, that is, let's see, Adept, Hero, Legend, Master, and Grandmaster. You'll now rejoin after login. While in this state, you won't be able to change builds or equip in the game, the app, or any third-party websites. So they have to log on that. You'll be able to rejoin, but you can't just make your connection crappy, get disconnected, make an equipment change, and then drop back in. They already thought about that. Now, they adjusted Eververse as well. Bright Dust acquisition from bounties and challenges will be the same as Season 16, but we are adding voluntary option for ranked purchases. So everyone knows that almost every game, when it has a battle pass, they have a bundle that'll let you jump the line a little bit. Much like in Season 16, ranked purchasing will be available starting in Week 3. In addition, we'll be offering a new ranked package that includes 10 season ranks that you can purchase only once a season. Available in the Eververse Seasons tab on the first day of next season, there will be the option of a Season Pass plus 10 ranks for 2,000 silver, or a standalone option of 10 season ranks for 1,000 silver if you already own the season. Whichever option you go with, the 10 ranks can be purchased once per account each season. It's really not worth it. I'm not even kidding. I know that's Bungie trying to monetize for the people that don't have as much time to go through the battle pass and still want stuff. But holy crap, this season I reached rank 100 in record time, like in the first week practically. If you actually try, getting through the ranks aren't hard. You literally just have to play Destiny. I know that's hard for some people, but just play Strikes, man. It's easy enough. As well, Cosplay Cosmodrome. This is basically a sort of community event where you will see a team of various 9 cosplayers do their best to be Savathun. We're going to see 9 cosplayers give their own creative spin on Savathun, and we're going to see, there's a post right here. There was one that went out today about that same thing. Now, they also cover more issues regarding mail, and they reiterate the steps you need. If you've been having trouble with your mail, be sure to do these steps just in case. So, moving forward as well, the usual bug issues. They reiterate for Guardian games, if anyone encounters an issue for Guardian games, report in the help forum with a description of the issue, where it occurred, provide videos or screenshots if able. Now, Iron Banner tokens, those are going away at the end of the reset with the Iron Banner reputation rework, so everyone needs to spend all of the tokens they have left over. I don't care if you're going for a record and how much you held, get rid of them by the end of the season, otherwise, you're just kind of wasting them. Same thing with Etheric Spirals. With the start of next season, Etheric Spirals will deprecate and no longer be available to exchange for other materials or currencies. I know you're thinking, what the hell, they got rid of Tangled Shore, why do we still have the option to use Etheric Spiral? But that's pretty much them telling us to get rid of all of it before the end of the season. And per the usual, the vendor rewards will reset at the end of the season. So if you have 80 engrams at Shaxx and 20 engrams available at Zavala, grab those and get rid of them because they will just disappear otherwise. You always need legendary shards. Why not just use them? And in the known issues, cutting of the Contender Warlock robes displayed different texture in the armor preview than it does when equipped. The way the Glaive bounty only progresses when using deep sight weapons somehow. The heavy-handed mod does not work with unique exotic weapons. The Father Sin sniper rifle is missing some textures at the end of the weapon when viewing in first person. Players cannot perform a finisher for a certain amount of time if they use their super and have a mod equipped that consumes super energy. So yeah, that's a bit oopsie. Per the usual, if you have any issues to report, go to the known issues article to make sure it's already there, and the help forum if you want to report them. Now, they also go over the usual art of the week, and I forgot about this. This one was cute. This is all the friendly races during on the Cardian games. And I love Keitel there not being able to vote. But that's pretty much it. It's mainly a Crucible TWAB and how some things are adjusting and things are being changed from the end of the season. I'm sure next Tuesday we'll be getting some hints about where the season will actually be going in some form. I know there's all the data miners that's already found details and probably know how the season ends already, but there's people like us that don't like to data mine. So, you know, we're just waiting until we actually get the trailer and get some cinematics. With that, my name is Ben Scorpion, and I will see you in the next video.
Stop being concerned, no chances keep on passing us by. We're looking up.